Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do a step-by-step tutorial on how I cover up this whole face. This is what my skin looks like, a little closer look. I have a lot of scarring from picking at my blemishes, which is really bad, you shouldn't do. And I'm going to show you how I cover them up and how I just make my skin look flawless. So the first thing I use is the face primer. This one is by theBalm, and we are going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that. And just apply it to your fingers, rub it, and put it all over your face. This primer is very soft. It should feel like you're literally putting nothing on your face. So after we apply our primer, I start color correcting. And to color correct, I use this green concealer. And this one's LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Green Corrector. And I just use the little tip that comes with it. It's a little brush. And I just apply that wherever I see redness. And you don't need a lot, it's only a little bit as it goes. So now that you look like Oscar the Grouch, we're just gonna go in and blend it in with our beauty blender. And with your beauty blender, what you wanna do is not rub, more of a tap. And you just tap it all in so it can blend out to your skin. And this will help you cover up all those blemishes. We are just tapping, we're not rubbing, because if you rub with your beauty blender, the product will come off. And there you go. So once you're done color correcting and all your redness is covered up with the green concealer, then I go in with my foundation. And I've been using this foundation by Soap & Glory. It's called One Heck of a Blot All Day Liquid to Powder Foundation. And it looks like this. And you can find this one at Ulta. And I mixed these two to make my color. And it's the color 216E and 217D. And this is what they look like. I just grab the darker one, give some pumps, and then I grab the lighter one and get some little pumps of that one. And then I just mix it together to make my color. And I apply my foundation with the Sedona Lace FB07 flat brush, and I just wet it a little bit. That way it's nice and smooth. Then I tap it in and blend it in with my beauty blender. I feel like I get more coverage this way, because the brush gives me really good coverage. And I just did a couple of pumps of the foundation. I didn't grab a lot. And that's why I do my eyeshadow first. Like, if you could tell, I do my eyeshadow first so I could get all of it cleaned up with my foundation. You could do it either way, whatever's more comfortable for you. If you do your foundation first and then apply your eyeshadow, then that works too. So then I just buff that out. See how it went on as a liquid, but now it's drying as a powder? And then I go in with my beauty blender after I applied it and just blend it in. And again, I'm tapping, not rubbing, because if you rub it, then you're just rubbing off all the product. So you just tap it to blend it all out. I'm sorry, every time I do my makeup, when I tap on my nose, my nose gets so runny. And you just tap away, make sure you're all blended out. If it is, then you're good. If it's not, then just grab a little bit more foundation, like I am. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit more where I think I need a little bit more coverage. Don't forget to blend out your neck. We just blend it all out again. I don't know, but this foundation, I'm really liking it. Make sure you blend out your neck. And again, I'm just tapping. Like, I don't rub it because I feel like that rubs off all the product. I don't know, it's so weird because it goes out really liquidy and then it dries very matte. We are gonna go in and contour and highlight. And what I use to contour is this LA Pro Conceal, the color Toast. Making a fishy face helps you figure out where you're supposed to contour. Especially with the round face like mine, I need to figure out how to carve out my cheekbones because I don't have any. I have a really round face and it's always hard to figure out where they go. So we just grab this little thing, squeeze a little bit of product out, we do our fishy face, and then we just outline. Now we're going to the other side. And it's like a triangle coming from your face. That's how I figure out how to get my cheekbones. So I just do like a little long triangle and another long one. And then for my forehead, I really just do 2 lines, just a big one and a little one, because we're gonna blend it all out. Big one and a little one. We're just gonna follow the natural shadow of our nose. And that is it. Then I go in with my beauty blender and blend it all out with the bottom half of it. And then for this one, again, it's more of a tapping motion with a little bit of rubbing, just a little. And the rubbing part is just to help it blend out more. But mostly it's tapping motions. And I bring it all the way up here just to give a bronzed look all around the face. Rub, tap, and bring it up. And then we go to our forehead, and the same motions, just tap it all out and rub a little bit to blend. And then just keep going. And the same thing, just take it back a little bit just to give you a bronze look. Just take it through just to give you a bronze look all around. And this is just gonna be outlining where our contour is gonna be, where we're gonna apply our bronzer later. Okay, and then for my nose, I just squeeze my little beauty blender and just rub it all out and tap it out. My nose is about to get really runny because I don't know what is up with my nose. Every time I touch it with the beauty blenders or like the brushes or just tap on it, it just gets really runny. And then just blend it out with your fingers. And there we go. So that is how we contour our face. So now that we are all contoured in, we are gonna go ahead and highlight. And again, I'm gonna use the LA Girl Yellow Corrector. I just really like the brightness it gives me. And then if you just blend it out, it doesn't even look yellow. So then we just press a little bit, take some product out. And to highlight, I always do a triangle under my eyes, go this way, and then I fan it out. Well, it's not a... And I just fan that product out, and then the same thing on this side. And fan that out. Once that's fanned out, then I go under my nose, and I make a little T. Just because I get a lot of redness right here. So you just need to cover that up. And then again, just a little bit of product, not too much. Do a little line right here. And then for a bridge of our nose, I just do a line all the way through. A really light layer. A little line. And then when I get to my forehead, I just fan it out as well. That way it'll be easier to blend. So this is what it looks like. And then we're just gonna go in with our beauty blender and blend it out with the top part of it. So here we go. And this one actually helps me just clean up where my eyeshadow is at. And I feel just for me it's easier that way. That way I don't have to like do my face and then clean up after I do my eyeshadow. And then you just blend it out. And it's okay to bring it a little up to your nose. And And again, we're tapping. We are not rubbing. We are tapping all of our highlight out and just blending it out really good. Then we're gonna go up. And that's why I use 2 different sections of my beauty blender for each part. And then just bring it down the bridge of your nose. Blend it all out. And that's done. Once all that's blended out, then I go in with my setting powder, and I use the Nye Luxury Powder in the color Banana. I just love this powder, and I've been using it since the beginning, so if it ain't broken, don't fix it. That's the way I see it. So, and we just grab a little brush and just tap it in wherever you want your concealer to set, like right here where I get oily. You could also clean up your contour with the baking powder, and then you just go in like this. And just clean up your contour a little bit. And you know, we just look crazy after, and we just let that set for like a good 5 minutes. This is usually the step where I'll do my eyeliner and my eyelashes, but I already did that step, so we are just gonna sit here and wait. You know, just sit here and wait. I'm just gonna sit here all day. Bake, 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 bake. So now that we're done baking, I'm gonna go in with our powder, and the powder that I use just to dust off everything and, you know, just blend everything out is this one. It's called Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I know it looks really dark, but it really isn't. It's just like a little tint of color, like you could barely see it, so it doesn't show a lot, and I just love it because it smells so good. It smells like coconut and vanilla and all the good stuff in the world. And I use this one just to dust everything off and blend it all out. And to put that on, I use this brush, and this was by Sedona Lace, and it's the 919 brush. And I love this brush because it's really flat-headed and really fluffy at the same time. So it gives us a good swooping motion. So we just grab a little bit of the powder, dust it out, and we're just gonna dust off all our bake at the same time blending it all in. And we just blend it all out. Dust it all off. Dust off the bottom part. And we are done. So this is what we end up with. Okay, and that's it. We just took off all our baking. I love to be really bronzed, so I go in with 2. I go in with Hoola by Benefit and Bahama Mama by theBalm. And they're both very matte brown colors, but just different intensity. The Hoola is like an all-over bronzer. It's really matte, light brown, and I just use this all over my face. And the Balm is like more of a darker matte brown, and I use this one to define. So here we go. For the Hoola, it comes with a little brush that I like to use. So I just grab the little brush, dip it into the powder, and with the brush I just use it this way and do like a little C shape, and then put it on all of my forehead. And then we go on the other side. Same thing, a little C shape. The only thing with this little brush is that it sheds a lot. So, but other than that, it's really good just to use it all over your face. It delivers the product very good and evenly, so it works out. So that's done with the Hoola, and now we are going to go in with the Bahama Mama by theBalm. And for that one, I like to use this brush. This one's the Sedona Lace FB05. And we just grab a little bit, and we go right where we want to define it more. Again, the fishy face helps a lot just to help you carve out your cheekbones. And I just define it right at the beginning. And we are almost done. And if you want to just throw a little bit more of the Bahama Mama on top, just to give you a little bit more of a bronzier look, that's okay too. For my nose contour, I don't really like a harsh line, so most of the time I'll contour a little bit with this C brush by E.L.F. and then I just grab a little bit of the Bahama Mama and just define my nose a little bit. And don't worry, if you think it's too harsh, just blend it out with your fingers. And then again on the other side. And I lightly just dab it on with the brush and blend it out with my finger all the time. I just like to go in again with the flat brush and just blend everything out really well. So this is my favorite part, and I use two things to highlight. I use a cream highlighter, which is the ColourPop. Well, it used to say ColourPop here, it doesn't say it no more. I've been using it too much. But anyways, this is the ColourPop Butterfly Beach, and it's like a really pretty, like, peachy. For this highlighter, I use my beauty blender, and I use the bottom part of it, and I just rub it in, get some product, and then I just tap it along where I want to highlight. And usually you want to just highlight right here and then right here. Just when the sun hits it, you know, it's just gonna look really, really, really glowy. And then over here and over here and down the bridge of your nose, and then your Cupid's bow. So here we go. Then we just grab a little bit of highlighter and just tap it in, going upward. And then we're gonna grab a little bit more and do the other side, going upward. And you could always use your fishy face as well. And just fine. Then we're gonna grab a little bit more and then go down the bridge of our nose, just tap it in our forehead and our Cupid's bow. And this is what it's looking like. And just because I love to be extra like that, we are gonna go in with the Mary-Lou Manizer and add a little bit more. And we're gonna add this one with our fan brush, FB01 by Sedona Lace. We're just gonna grab a little bit and just intensify where we put the cream one at. So I'm basically using the ColourPop as a base for this one, just to intensify the look. And that is done. So since our eyes are having all the fun, I decided to make our lip real neutral, and I'm gonna go in with this lip liner by Oira Cosmetics in the color Wine. And it's a very nudish color, so I'm just gonna line my lips with it. Once that's done, I'm gonna go in with Meet Matte Hughes by theBalm in the color Sincere. And I really like this color because it's a really nude matte color. So it's still pretty nude, but it has like a little tint to it, so that's really good. And you can always leave your lip matte, or I like to put in this lip gloss on top, and this one is Sexy Mother Pucker by Soap and Glory, and that makes your lips a little bit plumper, and it really hydrates your lips, and I just love. So thank you for watching. Here's the finished look. That's how we go from looking like a troll to looking like this. If you guys have any questions, please leave them on the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Hey, there's no way without you.